Hey, this is Keith from Outlaw Speed Shop, and thank you for tuning in. This is week 4 of 5 weeks of the RC Excitement Point Series for Friday Night Oval, and I'm going to be showing you the main race. So here's our points as of last week. I am in second place with 199. Glenn is in third with 196. Daryl is in fourth, real close with 195. And of course, Bob is pretty much in first place in a commanding league with 201 points. And this week, I didn't show you all the qualifying heats. Really, a race is a race. And we were just going around for time. Bob did take the top qualifier once again, which really did, with that extra point, secure his spot for first place going into the final week, which would be next week. And here you can just see me, I'm pushing my car to see what I can get away with. And a little backstory, after my second qualifier, I realized that my front left tire, the foams were pretty much sticking out. It was pretty beat. The tire was really bad. And I had one other set, and that set was almost equally as bad. So I had a set of raw speed slicks, which were supposed to be really good. I kind of used them a little bit during practice, but they were super grippy. And I'm kind of hoping, it was kind of a last grasp effort. This was something that maybe 5 minutes before the race was going to start, I noticed it, so I just swapped out tires. I know that they tended to cause me to roll a little bit going in the corner, a little bit more. I'm talking traction roll. So I'm kind of hoping at the beginning of this race that I can curb that a little bit and not have to be as aggressive. And spoiler alert, that didn't work because I had to be aggressive. So sometimes you have to call an audible at the last minute, and they were the best set of tires I had. I did have brand new ones, but they were at my house. So a lesson in preparedness: even if you don't think you need it, bring it, because you're going to need it. And it's better to have it than it. So Bob's in first, I'm in second, Glenn's in third, Daryl's in fourth in the Nova, and then I believe Rob is in the blue Camaro at the end. If you watched my video last week, Bob was using a white and blue Camaro. That body cracked, so he's in the white and maroon one. So to start the race, you can see Glenn fell a little bit behind. Bob and me are catching up to him now. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I was content riding behind Bob and hoping that he was going to make a mistake. So right there you see Glenn just went a lap down. Daryl's in third. So I'm kind of following Bob around. Not really pushing the car too much because I'm being overcautious with those tires, because I know if I take a corner a little too hard, it's going to traction roll. So, but I'm content. I'm riding around. You know, this is a 40-lap race, so there's plenty of time. Nothing needs to happen right away. You can see I kind of hit the pipe on turn 4, slowed me down a little bit. Bob is getting ready to pass Rob. I'm passing Rob. I had a good run right about here, and I was right on his back bumper, so I was able to make up time, and I almost could have passed him right there. And in hindsight, I probably should have pushed it a little bit more, because it ended up, well, you never know how things are going to turn out, but in the end, it didn't really work out for me anyway. So going around, trying to stay in the groove and keep these tires. Boom, that's where my race fell apart. Glenn got loose. Daryl hit him, I hit him. That dropped me immediately to third. Bob is right on my tail, getting ready to pass me, and I never really completely recovered. But this is, if anything, a lesson in just trying to never give up. Just keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. You know, Daryl's in the hunt for the points as well in the green Nova, so obviously every point for him matters. He was 1 point behind Glenn going into this race, if you recall. So obviously if he can get a second place, he's going to bump up a few points. I think I have a little bit of cushion going into the final race, or the final 2 races, if you want to count this one. So I don't want to overdo it, but at the same time, now is where it's hard as a driver to not overdrive your car and just take what it gives you. I was able to do that for most of the race, knowing that not only am I in third, see, I finally got around Daryl right there, and then I rolled. Then Bob passed me, and that was pretty much the end of the race for me. And Daryl's already coming back up on me, so I'm almost a lap down. I'm a lap down from Bob, and I'm definitely almost a lap down from Daryl in the Green Nova. So this is where it gets really hard. You're irritated with yourself, and you really just want to go all out, and you can't. So at this point, I'm trying to force myself to just be calm, just drive, take what the car will give me, pray that maybe, not that I want anything bad to happen to anybody else, but, you know, if they were to roll over a little bit in a corner like I did, then it wouldn't break my heart at this point, but obviously I want everybody to do well. But I'm trying to just maintain, and maybe something can happen. First place is out of the question for me, but if I can get second place, I'd be real happy, and that's pretty much where I've been all season, is following Bob. So I know I'm not going to not only catch him, but catch him and pass him and make another lap in 40 laps, and I think I'm over halfway. So this helped right here. Daryl, you know, even though he was a half a lap ahead of me, he did roll over. So that was a little bit of a saving grace, but you know, these races aren't very long. But here I am I'm still trying to catch him. I'm really trying to hit my marks, do the same thing every lap. It's not easy. Remember, Bob's still a lap ahead of me. Here I get ahead of Daryl, but that's a little too late. I was one lap short of being able to pass him, so I did come in with like 0.02 seconds of them, but at the end, even though these numbers are up here, they're off by one. They had me in at second, but they missed one of Daryl's laps, so I made sure that we fixed it. So I have 297. Daryl has 294, which actually puts him 2 points ahead of Glenn, so Glenn would need 3 next week. So I think I got a strong security on the second spot. Bob definitely doesn't even have to show up next week. He's got first. So thanks for watching. I'll make sure to post the main from the final race next week.